Okay, please read the question. Question is, a pipe of 6.5 centimeter outer diameter is laid with a 5 centimeter layer of asbestos, which K is given 0.12 kilocalorie per hour into meter into degree centigrade, and a 4 centimeter layer of cork, whose thermal conductivity value is given 0.05. If temperature of outer surface is 150 degrees centigrade and temperature of inner surface, this is inner surface, okay, inner surface is 35 degrees centigrade, calculate the heat loss in calorie per hour into meter of the pipe. Okay, just a minute. So first thing what we have to do while solving numerical, please tell me. Anyone? Okay, first thing what we have to do is we have to draw the diagram. If you draw the diagram correctly, then all the things will be simpler for you. First thing is given a pipe of 6.5 centimeter outer diameter. It means let us draw one pipe. Okay. What is this diameter? It is given certain some diameter is laid with a 5 centimeter layer of asbestos. It means outer this pipe one asbestos material is there. Okay, what is this? This metal is asbestos. Okay, and a 4 centimeter layer of cork. Another layer is there. Okay, what is this layer? This layer is called cork layer. So what you can see is here it is one cylinder, this is second cylinder. Okay, this is the cross-sectional image of cylinder. So what you can see, it is a composite layer. Okay, so composite layer means what will be the Q value? Anyone? Q value will be del T by R. Okay, suppose here temperature is T1, here temperature is T2, here temperature is T3. Okay, then del T will be T1 minus T3. Okay, the surface temperature. Now these two composite wall represent one composite wall. So we can say this composite wall as this, I like this. This one and this one. Okay. Same. The in between layer is not visible to us. It is already combined. So the for composite layer, the delta R will be T1 minus T3. Okay, by R. R is what? You can see here two cylinders are connected in series. So the overall resistance will be the sum of individual resistance. Okay. So next thing, what you see? Okay. So this is the formula. You have to find the calculate the heat loss. Heat loss means Q value. This is the formula. Okay. So what are the things it was given? First you have to calculate. First is R1 we have to calculate. R1 means what? Radius of small one. How much it is? R1. Can anyone say how much it was given? If you interact, I will be more happy.
Four centimeters.
4 centimeter. Okay. Just please read the questions once again. A pipe of 6.5 centimeter outer radius is laid with. Is laid with means what? First 6.5 centimeter of something is there. To this one asbestos and again one cork layer is lagged. Lagged means what? It is connected back to it. So the R1 is here 6.5 centimeter. Okay. Is lagged with a 5 centimeter layer of asbestos. 5 centimeter layer means what? It is given thickness. So the thickness it is given 5 centimeter. Okay. Thickness of what? Asbestos layer. It is given 5 centimeter. Then what will be the value of R2? R2 means what? The radius of second layer. R2. What will be the R2? Can anyone say?
6.5 plus 5.
Yeah, very good. It will be 6.5 plus 5. It will be 11.5 centimeter. Then R3. It is given and 4 centimeter layer of cork. Means this layer, cork layer, which is second layer, it has 4 centimeter. Okay. So what will be this radius? So the cork radius is R3. It will be 11.5 plus 4, or you can say 15.5 centimeter. Okay. Now, the asbestos has thermal conductivity is given. Asbestos means, suppose say this one first one, the K1 it is given 0.12. Okay. And K2, the for 4 centimeter layer of cork, the K2 is given 0.05. The second layer K2 is equal to 0.05. Let us write here. K1 is equal to 0.12 kilocalorie per hour into meter into degree centigrade. So K2 is equal to 0.05 kilocalorie per hour into meter into degree centigrade. Okay. The inner side temperature, this is inner. Okay. The inner side surface of the pipe is 150 degrees centigrade. It means that T1 it is given 150 degrees centigrade. Okay. And T3 is 35 degrees centigrade. Okay. So what you have to write? Calculate the heat loss. Heat loss means what? Q you have to find out. So for calculation of Q, what the things required? T1 and T3 is required. First delta T by R. Delta T nothing but surface temperature. This is T1 minus T3. So T1 it is given 150 degrees centigrade. Okay. So Q is equal to T1 minus T3 by R1 plus R2. So T1 it is given 150 minus 35 by R1 plus R2. Okay, then what is R1, what is R2, we have to find out. So what is R1? R1 is what? Resistance by the first wall, first composite cylinder. First composite cylinder means what? Asbestos. The resistance to heat transfer by asbestos. How the heat will transfer? Inside it is 150 degrees centigrade. Outside it is 35 degrees centigrade. So the heat will transfer from inside to outside. Okay. So first layer will be asbestos layer. So in the asbestos layer, what is the resistance? And this is R1. In the cork layer, what is the resistance to heat flow? It is R2. Then what is R1? For cylinder, what is the R value? Can anyone say? R value for cylinder is what? X by KALM, logarithmic radius. So it will be X1 by K1 into ALM1. Okay. Then R2 is what? X2 by K2 ALM2. Just do two formula, remember it. And what is X1? X1 is the thickness of asbestos. Thickness of asbestos, how you can measure? Okay, so kindly consider this diagram. Suppose this is R1, this is R2. Then thickness means what? This one, this is X1. This X1 will be what? R2 minus R1. So R2 minus R1 by K1. ALM1 means 2 pi RLM1 into L. Okay. So then what is RLM1? You know the formula. It will be R2 minus R1 by ln of R2 by R1. Okay, we put here RLM1. Okay. Then similarly, what is the X2? X2 is what? The thickness of cork material. So this is X1 and this is the X2, the thickness of cork material. Okay, and this radius is R3. So if you do R3 minus R2, then this thickness will become. So X2 will be R3 minus R2 by K2 into 2 pi RLM2 into L. Then RLM2 is what? RLM2 means for this region, for cork region, we are calculating RLM. So it will be R3. This radius is R3, this radius is R2. Okay, so it will be R3 minus R2 by ln of R3 by R2. Then the most important thing here is, you see here K1 and K2, the units it is given in meter and degree Celsius. So T1 and T2 are already in degree Celsius, so we will not do anything. But here R1, R2 and R3 is given in centimeter. So we have to convert into meter. So it will be 0.065 meter, 0.115 meter, and this will be 0.155 meter. Okay. So this R1, R2 and R3 you have. So this RLM1 and RLM2 you can calculate. And this R2, R1, R3 you have, RLM1, RLM2 you have calculated here, K1 and K2 it is given. The length it is not given. So calculate, let's say length is equal to 1 meter. Okay. Then this R1, R2 you can calculate. And if you put everything, you can calculate R1, R2 here and you will get the answer. The rate of heat flow. Okay. Simple one. So let's go to second problem. Okay, first things what we have to do, once again I am asking the same question. If any numerical is there, first things what we have to do? We have to draw the diagram. What is asked? Yeah. If you draw the diagram, everything will be visualized to you. So let us draw the diagram. Calculate the heat loss in kilocalorie per hour into meter. This is the unit of heat loss of a pipe of 10 centimeter outer diameter. This is radius. Okay, this is the 10 into outer. This is nothing but radius. Okay. So calculate the heat loss in kilocalorie per hour meter of the pipe. Pipe means what? This is a cylinder. Okay, pipe is given means cylinder of 10 centimeter outer radius. It means certain pipe is there. It is given 10 centimeter. When lagged with 5 centimeter layer of insulating material. Lagged with means with another 5 centimeter layer of insulating material, it is there 5 centimeter. Okay, this is what? This is called insulating material. Which having thermal conductivity, this one. Suppose this is the first layer. Okay, it has the thermal conductivity, we can call K1 is equal to 0.15 kilocalorie per hour into meter into degree centigrade. Okay, so suppose then R1 is equal to what? Here 10 centimeter. R2 is equal to 10 plus 5 centimeter, or you can say 15 centimeter, and 4 centimeter of another material with thermal conductivity is this one. This material again layered with another layer whose thermal conductivity is, whose thickness is 4 centimeter. Okay, this is the another material. Whose thickness is 4 centimeter. It means R3 is what? R3 will be 10 plus 5 plus 4. So total 15 plus 4, 19 centimeter. Okay. And this K value, it is given for second layer, it is 0.02 calorie per hour into meter into degree centigrade. So you can see here units are in meter. So how to calculate? So this R1 we can write 0.1 meter, it will be 0.15 meter, and it will be 0.19 meter. And K1 it is given 0.15, K2 it is given 0.02. The temperature of outer surface of pipe is 175 degrees centigrade. Outer surface of pipe means what? This is the pipe. Calculate the heat loss of the pipe is given. Okay, just a minute. Calculate the outer surface of the pipe. Means total the pipe is there. This is initially pipe. Okay, this is 10 centimeter. But now the pipe is layered with 2 more insulation layer. So outer surface of pipe will be now this one. Okay, this temperature it is given 175 degree. Okay, so see here, calculate the heat loss in this one of 10 centimeter outer radius. At the 10 centimeter, the temperature it is given 25 degrees centigrade. Okay, and you have to find Q value. All the data it is given del T by R. Del T is what? That's T1 minus T3. Suppose say this is T1, this is T2, this is T3. Then it will be T1 minus T3. Heat will flow from outer side to inside because outer side temperature is 175 degree higher by R1 plus R2. R1 you can determine, R1 means thickness of this one, same x by KLM, this is also R2B x by KLM. Okay, you can determine this thing. Same problem. Okay, let me just wait here. Let me arrange it. See, within 1 to 2 class, 2 to 3 class, we are about to complete the unit 1. So then we will proceed to unit 2. Okay, so kindly read the notes. Okay, whatever the notes it was given, kindly read it. Please read the question. Calculate the heat loss of the pipe of 10 centimeter radius. Okay, your picture is not clear. Okay, let me show you guys here. The diagram is here. Calculate the heat loss in kilocalorie per hour of 10 meter centimeter outer radius pipe. It is radius, okay? This is nothing but radius. Outer radius pipe at 25 degrees centigrade when lagged with a 5 centimeter layer of insulating material having the thermal conductivity 0.15 and with a 4 centimeter of another material with thermal conductivity this one. Okay. The diagram, overall diagram is this one. Okay, so let me explain it. First it was given a 10 centimeter pipe is there, or we can say last R1 is equal to 0.1 meter. Okay, it is lagged with an insulating material whose thermal conductivity is 0.15. Okay, and what is the thickness of insulating material? The thickness it is given 5 centimeter. So this is 10 centimeter, this thickness it is given 5 centimeter. Okay, so total R2 will be this 10 centimeter plus 5 centimeter of 15 centimeter. After that, another material that is called that is also connected to it. This material has thickness 4 centimeter. Then what will be this R3? This is 10 centimeter, this is 5 centimeter, and this is 4 centimeter. Then R3 will be 15 plus 4, 19 centimeter. Okay. The K1 of this material, it is given inner side material 0.15. K2 of second material, it is given 0.02. Okay. And the temperature, please read it. Yeah. The temperature of the outer surface of pipe is 175 degrees centigrade. Outer surface of pipe means this is fully pipe. So this temperature it is given 175 degrees centigrade. Okay. And the outer surface of second insulation. Please read the question. Outer surface of second insulation is 50 degrees centigrade. Okay. Second insulation means okay, this is not second insulation. Outer surface of first insulation. First insulation is 50 degrees centigrade. Fast insulation means what? This is the fast insulation. Okay. So this surface temperature, inside this surface temperature, it is given 50 degrees centigrade. So what it will be asked, you have to calculate the heat loss. Okay. Let me draw the diagram. So it is given, the inner radius it is given 10 centimeter, or you can say 0.1 meter. Okay. The thickness, it is connected with another layer of insulation. Okay. Okay, it is covered with another layer of insulation whose thickness is 5 centimeter. This thickness it is given 5 centimeter. So what will be this R2? R2 is equal to 10 centimeter plus 5 centimeter, 15 centimeter, or you can say 0.15 meter. Apart from that, for this diagram, another cylinder is there that is having 4 centimeter. Then R3 is equal to 19 centimeter, or you can say 0.19 meter. Okay. This K1 value it is given 0.15. K1 means for this material, and K2 is given 0.02. Okay, so that suppose the temperatures are T1, T2 and T3. Then it was given the temperature of outer surface of pipe, it means T3. It is given 175 degrees centigrade. And the temperature of outer surface of fast insulation. This is what fast insulation. The outer surface of fast insulation means T2. T2 it is given 50 degrees centigrade. Okay, so you have to find the value of Q. How to find out Q value? Can anyone say?
Delta T by R.
Okay, very good. Delta T by R, simple formula. Okay, then what to put delta T?
T2 minus T1 by R2 minus R.
Delta T, delta T. Yes, delta T.
Delta T is T2 minus T1.
Okay, T2 minus T1. Okay, by R means?
R2 minus R1.
One second, please. Okay, let me explain you. See, the easy formula is delta T by R. Okay, then you have to see what the situation is. Here situation is, here we have a composite cylinder. Two cylinders are connected. So delta T will be the surface temperatures, we can say T1, T3. So as here T3 is greater than, T3 is 175 degrees centigrade and T2 is 50 degrees centigrade. Okay, the heat will flow from outer side to inside. So we will have T3 minus T1 by R means what? Here two layers are connected in series. So we can put R1 plus R2. Okay. So what is R1 then? R1 is nothing but X1 by K1 into ALM1. So X1 is what? Thickness of fast cylinder. The thickness of fast cylinder is what? This is nothing but R2 minus R1 by K1 into ALM1 means 2 pi RLM1 into L. L suppose say 1 meter. Here R2 is given, R1 is given, K1 is given. 2 you know, pi you know, L is given. RLM1 means, you see here R1 is there, here R2 is there. In between RLM1 we have to calculate. So it will be R2 minus R1 by ln of R2 by R1. Okay. So here R2 is given, R1 is given. So RLM1 you can calculate. The same RLM1 you can put here. Okay, so the R1 value you can calculate. Similarly, R2, resistance by wall 2, it will be X2 by K2 into ALM2. So X2 is what? Thickness of second wall. So this is R1, this is R2, this is R3. So thickness means of second wall means this one. So this will be R3 minus R2. So it will be R3 minus R2 by K2 which is given into 2 pi RLM2 into L. So R3 is given, R2 is given, K2 is given, 2 pi given, L is given. So RLM2 is equal to same. RLM1 means we are determining between these two. RLM2 means we have to determine between R3 and R2. So it will be R3 minus R2 by ln of R3 by R2. This R3, R2 value all given, so you can find out this one, and this one you can find out. Okay. So Q value is nothing but now delta T means T3 minus T2, T3 minus T1 by R1 plus R2. This R1 is known, R2 is known. T3 it is given 175 degrees centigrade. Okay, so the T1 it is not given. Here in the question what is given? T2 it is given. Okay, so if you find out this T1 value, then Q value can be calculated. So how to find out this T1 value? Okay, in plane wall we solve this problem many times. We know that in this type of problem, the Q, which is generally nothing but delta T by R, this is equal to delta T1 by R1 equal to delta T2 by R2. This thing you know or not under steady state condition. If the two layers will be there, okay, suppose this is T1, T2, T3, and this radius were R1, R2 and R3. Then the temperature difference is what here? Delta T1. Here temperature difference is in the second wall, it is delta T2. And this overall temperature difference is delta T. Delta T is for overall. This is for first wall, this is for second wall. Okay. So how to determine? So our aim is to find T1 value. Okay, so let me write it once again. So if you focus on these two things, so what we can write is delta T1 means this one. Okay, so you can write T1 minus T2 by R1 is equal to delta T2 means this two. T2 minus T3 by R2. Okay, this R1, R2 we just calculated. This R1 we calculate, R2 we calculate. And this T3 it is given 175 degrees centigrade. This T2 it is given 50 degrees centigrade. So only unknown is T1. So from this equation we can find out the T1. This T1 you can put here, then you can find the value of Q. Okay. So let me show you the notes. Okay, you can see, you can prepare the notes. Okay, in the notes I just mentioned all the things clearly. Okay, you just find the notes once again and read the notes once again. Another problem also I solve in the notes. Okay, please read it once again. Okay, it will all things will be clear. So next things we will discuss in the how the heat conduction will be in the sphere. So till now what we discussed, let me summarize it. The conduction heat transfer we are studying. Okay, first thing is plane wall. In plane wall, what is the value? Q is equal to nothing but delta T by R. And okay, so then delta T is what? Suppose this surface temperatures are T1 and T2, and delta T will be T1 minus T2 by R is nothing but X by Ka. Simple. Okay, here R is X by Ka. If composite wall will be there, composite plane wall. Then Q value is what? Simply delta T by R. Okay, let me draw a composite wall. Suppose this is a composite wall where two walls are connected in series. Suppose this temperature are T1, T3, and interface temperature is T2. Then what is the delta T? Delta T is overall means T1 minus T3. R is what? The overall resistance by two wall. It is all connected in series, so it will be R1 plus R2. And what is this R1? It is nothing but X1 by K1 into A1. X1 is the thickness of this one, X2 is the thickness of this one, K1 is the thermal conductivity of first one, K2 is the thermal conductivity of second one. And R2 is equal to X2 by K2 into A2. Okay. Next, what we discuss for cylinder. Okay, here another things what we discuss, Q is equal to delta T by R is equal to nothing but delta T1 by R1 is equal to delta T2 by R2. Just remember these things. Okay, you can solve any problem. If you can draw the, after reading the problem, if you can draw the diagram, and by using this formula, you can solve any problem. For cylinder, again, Q is equal to del T by R. Suppose this is the cylinder. Okay, suppose this is the cylinder. The inside radius is R1, outside radius is R2. The metal has thermal conductivity K. Suppose the temperature are T1 and T2. Then delta T will be T1 minus T2 by R. Where it is R is what? Here R value is changed. What is the R value? X by K into ALM. Where X is what? X is nothing but thickness of cylinder. Thickness of cylinder is inside radius is R1, outside radius is R2. So thickness will be R2 minus R1. Okay. K is what? Thermal conductivity of material. ALM. ALM is what? It is the logarithmic heat transfer area. It is nothing but 2 pi RLM into L. Then RLM is what? It is the logarithmic radius. This is nothing but R2 by R1 by ln of R2 by R1. Okay. So if the composite cylinder will be there, if some composite cylinder will be there, or composite cylinder means suppose three cylinders are connected in series. This is first cylinder, this is second cylinder, and this is third cylinder. Okay. Suppose the cylinder radius is R1, this is first cylinder, this is second cylinder, this is third cylinder. The radius is R2, and this radius is R3, and this radius is R4. Okay. Suppose the thermal conductivities are K1, K2, K3. And what is the value of Q? It is nothing but delta T by R. Suppose the temperatures are T1, T2, T3, T4. Then what will be the value of delta T? Can anyone say? What is this delta T for this composite cylinder? Anyone? Please respond.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what is this delta T? What will be the delta T value?
T2 minus T1.
T2 minus T1. Why you are telling? What is this delta T? First you tell me. What is this delta T?
Change in temperature.
Change in temperature in what? In the composite cylinder. Okay. So composite cylinder represent means what? A composite cylinder means the combination of these three things. So delta T means for composite cylinder, what are the end temperature? So for composite cylinder, this is and this is the composite cylinder. So end temperature will be T1 and T4. So it will be T1 minus T4. Okay. By R means what? This is the overall resistance. So overall resistance will be sum of individual resistance. Individual resistance will be here R1, R2, R3. So it will be R1 plus R2 plus R3. Okay. This Q value we can again write del T by R is equal to del T1 by R1 is equal to del T2 by R2 is equal to del T3 by R3. Where delta T1 is suppose say the temperature difference in the first wall, delta T is the temperature difference in the second wall, and delta T3 is the temperature difference in the third wall. Okay. So what will be this delta T1? See, what is this delta T first? Delta T means for overall. Overall means the combination of these three composite one. So delta T means the difference between the first and temperature. It will be T1 minus T4. By R is what? Overall thermal resistance of this composite. It will be, you can see these are connected in series. So when the walls are connected in series, the overall resistance will be sum of the individual resistance. Okay. So it will be equal to, under steady state, what is delta T1 right now? Delta T1 is what? The temperature difference in the first wall. First wall means this one, first wall. What is the temperature difference? This is T1 minus T2 by R1. Okay, is equal to delta T2 means what? The temperature difference in the second wall. Second wall is what? This one. What is the temperature difference? T2 minus T3. T3, delta T3 means temperature difference in the third wall. How much it is? It is nothing but T3 minus T4 by R3. Okay, I think you understand what is this T1, delta T2, delta T3. Then let us discuss R1, R2 and R3. So R1 is what? The thermal resistance by first wall. So first wall means what? It will be nothing but the thickness x1 by K1 into ALM1. R2 is what? X2 by K2 into ALM2. R3 is what? X3 by K3 into ALM3. So first one by one we will discuss. X1 is what? So first let us discuss, we are discussing this first one. This is R1, this is T1 and this is T2 and this is R2. Okay, so X1 is what? Thickness of first layer. Thickness of first layer will be R2 by R1 by this K1 it is given. ALM1. ALM1 is nothing but 2 pi RLM1 into L. Then what is RLM1? RLM1 is nothing but the logarithmic radius in the first wall. First wall, what are the end radius? R1 and R2. So it will be R2 minus R1 by ln of R2 by R1. Okay. Next come to next R2. R2 means second wall. This is the second wall. So for second wall, X2 means what? Thickness of this wall. So this is R3, this is R2. So what is the thickness? It is R3 minus R2 by K3. ALM2. ALM2 is nothing but 2 pi RLM2 into L. Then what is RLM2? Can anyone say? RLM2 means logarithmic radius are the second one. So it will be second wall radius are R3 and R2. So it will be R3 minus R2 by ln of R3 by R2. Okay. So third one. So third wall, what is these temperatures? The end point is R4 and this point is R3. This is the third wall, na? So R3 and R4 are the end temperature. So what is the thickness of third wall? It will be R4 minus R3 by K3 into ALM3 is nothing but 2 pi RLM3 into L. Then RLM3 is equal to, it is nothing but R4 minus R3 by this ln of R4 by R3. Okay. And this delta T, R is equal to then overall resistance when these are connected in series, and overall resistance will be R1 plus R2 plus R3. Connects a sum of the individual resistances. Okay, let me show you in the teams. Okay, if you please go to the teams. 19 batch. Under the heat transfer, you go to files, and go to first one is this one is heat transfer syllabus. Then this unit 1. Okay. You will see here is the first one is DCT-HT unit 1. This is this contain the theory parts, all the theory parts. Okay. Then last part you see question bank for heat transfer unit 1. Question bank means what? It contains various type of numericals. Okay, let me open it. Okay, you see question bank of unit 1. Around 25 questions are there. Around 25 question is there. You read the question and try to solve it. Okay, this is for your practice. This type of problem may come in the examination because I can't guarantee which problem will come in the examination. So for your convenience, for your easy purpose, I mentioned what problem it is. Okay, you can see after the first problem, it is given composite plane wall. It means this problem related to composite plane wall. This problem related to composite plane wall. And this problem related to spherical wall. This problem related to composite cylindrical wall. This problem related to only cylindrical wall. Okay, like this I mentioned. First thing what you have to do is you have to find till now plane wall and composite wall, plane wall and cylindrical one, both single and composite. It is over. Based on that we also solved many numericals. So you read these things and solve it. Okay. For your easiness, if you can't able to solve it, the solution is also present. Where is the solution present? That it is mentioned. So the first problem, the solution is present in numericals on plane and composite wall. It means what? And second thing is solution in DCT-HT unit 1. Okay, it means these two in bracket it is given now. These two things are here. See, this file is there. DCT-HT unit 1, it means the solution to that problem, it was mentioned in that file. Again, the solution to the problem is again mentioned in the numericals of plane and composite wall. Okay, if you open it, okay, you can find the hand notes is there where the solution of every problem where it was mentioned, it was present. So kindly go through the notes. Okay, go through this question bank. Kindly go through this question bank. Okay. So till now, this spherical wall we will discuss from the next class. Okay, this composite plane wall, it was discussed. A composite plane wall, and this composite cylindrical wall, okay. These problems what we discussed, okay, already. So the numerical solution will be, solution is available here, numerical on cylindrical wall. Numerical on cylindrical wall means this one, numerical on cylindrical one. This is for the solution related to cylindrical wall. And this file is for solution related to plane and composite wall. Okay, and this is the question bank, and this is the theoretical and numerical, both theoretical and numerical. Systematically, all the things are present in this PDF file. Okay, so yeah, I think in this PDF file, it was given till till cylindrical. Till cylinder it is there. So whatever problems we discussed today, I will upload it once again. Okay. So all of you please download once again this PDF files, that is DCT-HT unit 1, because these things I am uploading after each class. Okay. So please download it once again, read it, And please be careful, we are about to complete unit 1. Okay, so please read it thoroughly, otherwise the unit 2 it will be difficult for you to understand. Okay, so is there any doubt till now?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. I think only one person is listening, that is roll number 5. Is there anyone listening? Please respond.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Roll number 7, roll number 3, roll number 9.
Yes, sir.
Okay, roll number 6. Okay, I just want to ask you, how much difficulties you find to heat transfer? How difficult it is for you? Is it easy, moderate, or difficult? Just want to, if you find it difficult, whatever it is, you for your easiness, you can see that DCT HT1 unit 1, the notes is there. Please read the notes. That notes is prepared by me. It is all self-explanatory. Okay, all the things are line by line, one by one. It is all explained. The numericals also you can see. Each by each line it was explained. So please read it once again. If you don't able to understand, take the help of your friends whoever getting that. If that is not possible, you can call me or message me anytime. I will reply it. Okay. So thank you.